Hello, great people. Are you there? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on where you are watching us from. I told you viewers from the start that Wike is selfish. When I informed us about Wike's game, some said, I don't know what I'm saying, that Wike is fighting for the South. Can you imagine? Who told you? What happened was that yes, Wike wanted a Southern president for himself. Yes, that was what happened. He believed if he clinches the party's presidential ticket, that's PDP, he will win. He has done his maths and everything. Suddenly, okay, not suddenly, okay, he slugged it out with Atiku, but Atiku won. Then Wike started eyeing the VP seat. We showed you in one of our videos. Atiku was like, this guy is tough and he's full of contentions. Let me go for a simpler Okowa. And Okowa is much like in the party. Wike is like he wants to be everybody's boss. So what happened was that Atiku chose Okowa. And that was when the trouble began. You heard what Dino Melaye said. Wike was lobbying him. Wike remained at the airport begging him to, talk to Atiku so that he will be vice. And since it didn't happen, Wike raised gangs. That is how the G5 came to be. And I kept alerting us that Wike is only hustling these guys for his personal motive. He wants to bring down the party. He wants to now favor APC to see perhaps he will get role. Yes, he wants to pull down the party simply because despite all he spent, he couldn't get the presidential ticket. Coming to the vice, he lost it too. He kept saying, oh, what is in for the South? Somebody is saying what is in for the South, but you pulled everything down. What was your attempt? If truly you want something for the South, you will maintain it. But rather, they form the G5, wearing uniform up and down like primary school children, posing and dancing all the time, releasing albums. Wike kept deceiving other members of the G5. At the end of the day, what happened? They splitted. Some lost elections. One from the southeast, one from the middle belt lost elections. And Wike, we don't know what happened, but it's like we were told River State votes that would have gone for LP were switched. We had so, and they gave it to APC. Perhaps Bola will give him ministerial role. I don't know. And I had they announced a sit at home. Should I say, is it IPOB sit at home in River State? Okay, a public holiday to welcome the INEC selection that they are not yet sure he will be the president. So they announced a public holiday, ordered a public holiday. They had to sit at home to welcome the would-be, if God wills. I don't think, anyway, let's wait for that day. Buhari is still the president too. Buhari is still the president. But Wike invited President-elect to commission a project in River State for him. Yes, he said he did federal roads and the rest. Meanwhile, if you noticed Tinubu's speech, you will realize earlier that, look at what he said. Several people contributed to his becoming president. He clearly told Wike, not just you, yes, you are part of the ingredients, but, not just you. And he was saying it arrogantly. The presentation, unless you cannot read people's faces, or reactions. The presentation was like, you helped me. Even if you didn't help me, I will still clean sheet. I'll still get to the top. And he rounded it up. What happened at the end of the day? Wike was like, am I going to be refunded for building federal roads? And they told him, you are on your own. Can you imagine? That's when he becomes president. If he will. That looks like a national disgrace. Wike turned to what we call Aaron Osaka. Can you imagine the disgrace? The president is still there. He has like 30 days to go or 20 something days to go. Okay, let's say about 25 days to go. You invited a INEC Select to come and commission project for you. And the original. Hey, oh. Wike will regret. He said, if you know what is running on Wike's mind now, he will like, how did the thought of inviting Tinubu even came to my mind? Oh, I messed up. Big time. And he know that he messed up. Wike, you have not seen any reward though. Shame to you, Wike. Shame to you. Shame to you. Whatever you sow, Wike, you will reap. Yes, whatever you sow, you will reap. It's a matter of time. This is just the beginning. Wike thing says Tinubu send them. Tinubu no send you. Tinubu no send you. You are being hustled. You were hustled. And River State become one of the states he won. At the end of the day, what is happening? He no send you. And look at what he told Wike there. I am not your mate, Wike. Your mate is a governor installed in Lagos, Sanwo-Olu. And you and Sanwo-Olu will discuss. That's what he told Wike. Go and discuss with Sanwo-Olu. I'm not your mate. I remember I'm your president. INEC Select. And Tinubu's position right now, Tinubu's, the way Tinubu feels right now, let me just explain that to you. Tinubu feels, even though he has gotten assistance from anybody, that nobody can stop him. Because INEC have shakenly, in the dead of the night, declared him president-elect. Tinubu believes he's on top now, that there is nothing anybody can do, that he's already on top. He has hustled some people and they help him get to the top. He's more than anybody. The arrogance which he displays right from time has, this time around, it has heightened. Wike is like, Wike can do nothing to him. As it is now, Wike can do nothing. Wike is helpless. And less than a month, Wike will understand the more what he did to himself. Perhaps he will leave Nigeria and spend the rest of his life abroad. I don't know. But I don't think he will be any politically relevant again. Remember, he's not going to the Senate. I'm not sure Tinubu will give him appointment. Even if he will get appointment, it will be like the type of appointment given to Joe Iboko in Lagos to pack gutters. Minister of Environment, nowhere there is dirty gutters in Lagos. That's the kind of thing they will give him. If you look at Tinubu's comment and Tinubu's posture, yes, even though Tinubu also went to say thank you, but then the language is like, I am done with you. I've used you, and you are nothing. You are just like people I installed in Lagos. Go and meet Sanwo-Olu and discuss. Our viewers, what do you think? Add your comment on the comment section. But I would like you play, before we go, let me play some videos regards that so that you hear several people's opinion. In fact, let me even play that video for us to see. I'm still laughing. Hey, this is pure hustling. He doesn't know who is BAT.
These projects ought to be federal government projects because they are federal roads. Federal roads. The river Kursi is in East-West Road. The one of Rumaba is in Port Harcourt Aba Road. The one in Rumaba is in Port Harcourt Aba Road. The one in GRA is in Port Harcourt Aba Road. The one in Rumukabo, Port Harcourt Aba Road. The one in Rebisi, Port Harcourt Aba Road. The one in Ogunabali, Port Harcourt Aba Road. The one in Ubaba, the same thing. The one in Rumokoro, East-West Road. Now, if we have said because they are federal government roads, and we do it, who are those to suffer? It's not we, it's not the last people. So since we have said, look, we don't want our people to suffer. I also believe federal government should say, look, you've done well for us. These are projects we should be doing. Can you bring your bill? Let us refund you the money you have done this road.
The 12 flyover and the demand you make for refund, I owe you nothing. It's your road. You can chuckle me and make a demand. You are the one living on this road. I commend your effort. You have to lobby me to collect. Being able to establish a relationship. I will leave Sawolu to give you back your banter and response.
Can you imagine? Can you
I
imagine?
am the president-elect.
Can you imagine?
Your president.
Viewers, have you heard that? Hey, this Tinubu. Oh, well, let me check if I can see another.
President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to Rivers State yesterday to visit Governor Wike. And Governor Wike did talk about the bridge he just completed. That is a federal bridge. And President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, it's your bridge now. I owe you nothing. And the next thing, there was a clarification made that it was because he wasn't president yet. A question has to be asked, what is really going on here? I thought they said everything is all good. So where is this I'm not president yet, I'm president yet talk coming from? Where is this I owe you nothing talk coming from? Because when you look at matters critically, it's looking very funny. If there's only one president at a time, why did they have to call the president-elect to come and commission projects when there's a president around?
Can you imagine?
If it's not, we see a level of political shenanigans going on. Why did they have to call the? Why didn't you just call President Muhammadu Buhari? At least President Muhammadu Buhari would have used it as part of his last tour of duty. But in the bid of trying to align with the president-elect, the thing has backfired. And maybe he doesn't know who he's dealing with. You know, people that live in the city have sharper acumen. So it was quickly given back to yesterday. The president-elect said, I owe you nothing. I owe you nothing. They had to start clarifying the statements in the end. The president-elect further went ahead to say that, Mr. Wike, all your banter, I will call Sanwo-Olu, that is a fellow governor like you, to answer you. I don't have your time. I am president-elect. You know what that means. So, when people say they are smart, they forget that a city boy is smarter. You know, maybe they were telling them the other day they were forming hero. He also went ahead to say at the gala that he didn't do anti-party activity. Really? You didn't do anti-party activity, then you went to court to get a restraining order so that the party will not throw you out for anti-party activity.
Hey.
I mean, I'm just balancing these stories. So.
I would have read reactions to that story. I would have read reactions. Nigerians are. Hey, sorry, Wike. Okay, let me read few reactions. This one by Hon Harrison Ruevobosa. He said, I love the response Tinubu gave to Wike. He will know the difference between Buhari and Tinubu very soon. I've always been telling people that power is transient. You can't be in the corridor of power forever. Very soon, Wike will become a common man. He's not even a senator, like I told you before. This one by Solomon Jr. said, Wike shame, they shame me. Even the policeman on spec couldn't stand it. He had to look down in disappointment. That was a good thriller movie. Out soon. This one by Aaron Joshua. Tinubu will never trust Wike. He will surely betray him. To him, Wike is a double standard person. Only time will tell. You know, I watched a particular home movie, Nigerian home movie. Two kingdoms were fighting, and one person from the other kingdom is going to the other kingdom to leak the secret of the others, how they will invade his own kingdom. And one day, they succeeded in invading his own kingdom. They killed the king and killed everybody. They caught him, and he was like, oh, I help you. I gave you clues on how to invade this kingdom. But they still killed him. They told him, you are not a trustworthy person for betraying your own kingdom. That's the case of Wike. He feels he will get certain privileges from Tinubu. He felt he has worked for Tinubu somehow, that APC won River State. And he feels, oh, this is my paddy, and let me invite him, you know. He gave public holidays so that the INEC president-elect will come and commission projects. Meanwhile, the president is still there. And what happened at the end of the day? He was disgraced. You never see something. I would have played another video where Wike was abusing APC, that it had nothing to do with them. But this is where we leave it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.